Hey there, looks like somebody's on. Got a couple minutes before we start. I'm gonna try it on the deck. I've been watching the radar. Oh, I think we'll make it. I don't know. I like to do it out here. So this is the other end of my deck. If you've been with me out here before, that end tends to be in the sun this time of day, and it's getting hot enough that it burns my feet. So this end is more in the shade, but now we get to look at the rain barrels, and then that's the screened in part of the deck. So this isn't the prettiest end, but it helps my feet. And I don't think the sun would have been an issue because it looks like it's going to cloud over. So let's hope that we get a good amount of time to get through today's class. Another 2-3 minutes. I keep watching the radar. It's one of those days where things kind of just pop up. And when I started setting up out here, it wasn't as active as it is now, so we'll see. I don't know. There's a gap, but just above where I think is going to be north of us is a pretty nasty storm, so we'll see. Ooh, there's a little bit of sun. So last week was chaotic as well. If you were with me, I started in the house. And boy, with people working from home and college students home, and there's all kinds of, I don't know, just changes that happen at the drop of a hat. And I was partway through the class, and Ron's office is in our lower level, and I could hear he was having issues with his connection. So he was moving to another part of the basement and having a meeting. My microphone picks up things quite nicely, so I didn't want to broadcast this meeting along with our Tai Chi class. So I scurried out here, and then I got out here, and I didn't engage my microphone. So the last part of the class was a lip reading session. So I'm going to redo that. We'll work through all of that again. With 9 beginner moves, we've made our way through 7 of them. 7. Number 8 is probably the more complicated one. We may get to a little bit of that today, but I really think I'll save that to the very last of this series. It's kind of 4 moves in one. It's beautiful. It's called Grasping the Bird's Tail. And then the very last movement is very simple. We just close the door. We just come back to our original stance. So my hope is to get in a full session out here, get through what I got through last week with sound, and then I'll delete the one that I archived last week and replace it with this. Usually it's a symphony of birds and nice sounds of nature. Today it's a symphony of lawnmowers and weed eaters. I don't know. We'll see where this goes. Let's start with our feet together. Let's gather. Reach up. Nice big breath in and sink. Push that energy down through the central channel of the body, through the upper dantian, middle dantian, and finally lower dantian. Bring your hands in front of your lower dantian, crossing them. The hands can either touch the low belly or be a little bit away. You decide. Coming to the breath. See if you can be present with all four phases of the breath. There's the inhale, as the belly expands, the ribs expand. Then there's a pause. And then the exhale. Everything settles back down towards the center. And then there's a suspension. Suspend the breath. And then you begin again. See if all four of those phases are present for you. And if not, try to weave them into your breath. Inhaling. Pause. And exhaling. Empty and suspend. And begin again. Feeling what it's like to feel full. Feeling what it's like to feel empty. Brain to allow the breath to come deep into the belly. On your inhale. And as you exhale, engage the core of it, drawing navel towards spine. About 5 more meditative centering breaths. Listen to the breathing. I have 3 more. And last one. And release your arms to the side. Step out a little to the left. Let's do a little bit of a warm up. As you inhale, reach up. Bring your hands together. Exhale. Draw the hands home to the heart. Inhale, reach up, look up. And exhale. Draw the hands home to the heart. So in my last yoga class, we worked with a move similar to this. And it was to visualize drawing light. So we're going to gather the light between the hands, like you've got a cord between your hands. Pulling that light, pulling that cord, anchoring that light into the darkness of the earth. Everything's kind of disconnected now. So let's see if we can reconnect it. Inhale. Gather that light, draw it down. Visualize that. It's pretty dark right now. Let's see if we can bring some light back into the world. Inhale. And exhale. Let's do 3 more. Last 2. I hope you can hear the breeze through the trees. One more time. And exhale, draw that light right down into your heart. Step your feet as wide as you need to. I tend to have to adjust as I go through this. And we'll knock on the door of life. So we're going to turn from the low belly. Arms are very passive. And that turning animates the arms, swinging from side to side, tapping into the lower back, into your sides. And then as you progress through this, you can tap the collarbones and over the shoulders, working with meridians in the body, intersecting meridians. We call those marma points in yoga. And you know how intersections go with traffic and with rivers, anything that flows. When there's intersections, that's where you have a lot of opportunity for blockages. And our practice is to reestablish the chi flow through the body. Keep going. And as we continue with this, I read something interesting today about some energy medicine. And it was kind of comparing and contrasting different systems. And the Dantians in Chinese philosophy we work with, we can start to slow here. There are three Dantians, major Dantians: lower, middle, and upper. The lower is the cauldron. It's the main place for energy to be stored and to be recycled, to be used, to draw from. Middle Dantian, upper Dantian. And then in yoga and Indian medicine, you've heard of chakras. And they're a little, so the Dantians are the deepest energy centers. And then a little ways away from them, coming towards the surface of the body, are the chakras. There are 7 major chakras up and down the central channel of the body, the Sushumna. And from there, we get into the, let's see, what came next? The matrix. So the matrix is something I don't have a lot of familiarity with. It was interesting, but it's a 3-dimensional matrix, a web through the body. And the meridians are the most superficial, right underneath the skin. And then the aura, you've heard of auras before, and subtle bodies, the vayus in yogic philosophy, are outside of the body. And we feel the chi outside of the body too. That was interesting, I thought, how they wove it all together. Let's do some spinal breathing. So bend into the knees, bring the palms face up as you inhale. Lift and open. And as you exhale, round and fold. Inhale, open. And exhale, round and fold. Keep going, knowing you can open left and right if that feels good today. I carried and put down a lot of mulch yesterday and my back is sore. This feels really good. Keep going, inhaling as you open. And exhale as you round and fold. Inhale, open. Exhale, fold. We'll do one more. You decide which one. And then facing forward, stepping the feet underneath the shoulders. Let's gather from around us. And then pushing the hands down the center of the body, down the Sushumna, clearing stagnant energy that we've loosened up and needs to be let go of, to be recycled, regenerated. Inhale, gather. And exhale. Good. So I would do a few warm-up exercises, but given how the sky's looking, I think I want to dive right into our 9 beginner flows again and review what we've done and add on from there, hoping to get through number 7 today. And if I have to cut the class short, at least this will be complete for the beginner series. So as I've mentioned, each time I start this particular series, this is a set of beginner flows that David Dorian Ross teaches, and I enjoy him so much as a teacher. He's very easy to follow. I found this flow on Gaia, a channel that I subscribe to. You can find him on YouTube. I'm not sure you'll find this particular series. I think he has a DVD like this. But this flow reminds me of the Yang 24 short form, for those of you that have done that before. So we're going to start with the feet together and roll your shoulders up, back, and down. And just hold here, seeking that alignment, especially in the spine. And we're going to keep that as we go through this whole flow. Shoulders over, hips, crown of the head reaching up, tops of the shoulders heavy. Broad through the front of the chest, broad through the back of the chest. Feel the heaviness in the limbs and the feet. And feel the lightness in the crown of the head. Feel the lightness and the upward energy with the inhale. And as you exhale, there's a sinking, a grounding feeling. Opposite energies, we need both. We'll work with both. Now to open the door, we're going to open the door to the left. And I mirror you. I try real hard to do that. You know me though, I get confused sometimes. I'm going to shift my weight to the right leg. Lift the left knee. Step out to the left. As I reach the left, then my arms are going to come up, shoulder height, nice and slow. And then that heavy energy. As the arms come down, I'm going to bend into the knees. Now let's keep the the stance open, and practice the arms a bit. So inhale, arms come up to shoulder height, straighten the legs. Don't lock the knees out, it's a softness. And then exhale, we're going to bend the knees just a couple of inches. Let's do 3 more of those. Inhale up. And exhale down. A very easy move. Once the body remembers how to do this, see if you can sense the energy in this, both in the body, around the body. One more time. Inhale. And exhale, sink. So one of the basic principles in Tai Chi is consistency. So when we sink, you sink to a level that you can maintain through the whole practice. So I've got my hips to a certain level, and you strive to keep them at that level no matter what you're doing. It's just another way to anchor the mind. If you explore Tai Chi videos on YouTube, you can see that some people that are much more practiced in this than I am can come way down there and maintain that. I don't have the quads and the hamstrings to do that yet. So from opening the door, we move on to repulse the monkey. The feet stay the same. Left hand comes forward, palm up. Right arm scoops out to the right, and the gaze goes with the right hand. Bring the right hand towards your cheek, watching the palm, and then it's like the thumb turns your gaze forward. Repulsing the monkey, we do the same thing on the left side. Left arm down, gaze goes with the hand. Bring the hand towards you, and then turning as the hand reaches forward. Let's do several of those. Repulsing the monkey. And the legs stay put. Go nice and slow. See if you can go slower than you're already going. Let's do one more on each side. And then we end with the left arm forward and the right hand down here by the hip, beginning the next move. Now, when we go through the flow, we only do one on each side, but I thought it might be nice to practice each of the moves. Boy, my nose is itching. I think something out here's got my allergies stirred up. So let's start with the door closed. Find that alignment. Open the door to the left. Pulsing the monkey. Once. And twice. And ending here. The next one is brush, knee, push. I want to review the footwork before we move on to combining the hands with the feet. We've started with a closed qua. We've opened the door. And the other two steps are T-step and bow step. Let's shift the weight to the right leg and draw the left foot in. This is a left T-step. Now keep the weight on the right leg, step out with your heel, and then rock forward, and this is a left bow step. Rock back, come up onto your heel, pivot, right T-step, right bow step. Let's practice a few of these. And I try real hard not to walk forward with this, but that's hard. Next time I see you, you'll have to share with me your experience if you tend to walk forward too. Keeping the hips level to the level that we established when we opened the door, and then we sunk down a little bit. Let's do one more each side. Boy, there's sap on the deck, and I think I stepped into it. I'm sticking. Okay, so let's keep the feet hip distance a little wider apart. And we've just finished repulsing the monkey. So left arm is out, right hand is at the side. I'm going to step in, left T-step, and at the same time, I'm going to bring my left arm in front of my chest, like right about my collarbones, and my right hand up. And then there's that traffic cop move that we do. We only do this once, but let's practice this move. So the left hand pushes down as the right hand comes to the face. Left hand pushes down as the right hand comes to the face. And from here, as you're stepping out into your lunge, you're going to pivot, brush across the top of the knee. You don't actually touch it, but you brush and push. Let's do that again. Feet are a little wider than hip distance. We've just finished repulsing the monkey. Left arm is forward, right hand by the hip. Left T-step. Left forearm across the chest, right hand up so you can see the palm. You're going to push the left hand down, stepping out into a lunge, brushing the knee, and push. I'll pivot to the other side. The hands stay put where the wind's picking up. Now pivot on the heel. As you step in with a right T-step, right forearm comes across the chest, left arm up. Traffic cop movement, push. Let's keep going. We'll do several. Arms stay the same. Left T. Brush, knee, push. Right T. Brush, knee, push. Right bow. Whoops, I totally messed up the hands that time. I'm thinking about the clouds. Keep the hands the same as you pivot and make the switch as you draw the foot into a T. Let's do one more each side. Good. How did you do? All right, let's start from the beginning. Let me look at the radar. Oh, I see a little bit of the sun. I don't know, may go north of us. There's a pretty good looking storm coming this way though. Okay, let's start with a closed qua. Find our alignment, at least the weed eater stuff. I'm going to pause and feel the breeze. Open the door to the left. Repulse the monkey. Brush, knee, push. Good. Now parting the wild horse's mane. Let's leave the legs out of it for a moment. So this is embrace the moon, part the wild horse's mane. I'll be starting, let me see, with, I switch. So we've just repulsed or we've brush, knee, pushed. And I told you I was gonna leave the feet out of it. So facing forward, swooping the hands this way. So the right hand is on top. Now the left hand, so this is embracing the moon, holding a big ball. The left hand is going to go up and out like you're tossing a frisbee. And the right hand comes down by your hips. So if you imagine this as a horse head, it's like you're parting the horse's mane. If you think about slinging a frisbee, sometimes that helps. But you have to bring the right hand way down here by the hip. And then we'll go to the second side. Slinging the frisbee with the right hand, left hand comes down by the hip. Let's do that a few times with just the arms. It's kind of hard not to bring the legs into it a little bit. And that bottom hand makes kind of a scoop. Really, they both do. You're scooping to gather the moon again. Slinging the frisbee, parting the wild horse's mane, and scoop. Sling and scoop. Okay, the legs. So we just finished brush, knee, push. So it's the same T-step and bow step. T-step and bow step. So we're in a bow step to the right. We have brush, knee, push. We're going to shift back, pivot, and as you draw the left foot into T-step, swoop those arms around. Now you're set up for your Tai Chi lunge. You're first parting the wild horse's mane. Keep the hands just like they are as you pivot. When you come into the T-step is when you grab that moon again. Bow step. T-step. Bow step. T-step. Bow step. One more each side. T-step. Bow step. T-step. This will be the last one. And bow step. All right, let's take that from the beginning. So standing with the feet together. Open the door to the left. Repulse the monkey. Brush, knee, push. Embrace the moon. Part the wild horse's mane. Embrace. Part the wild horse's mane. Let's do that one more time, and then we'll go on to waving hands like clouds, and we have plenty of clouds to help us with that today. I hope they keep the rain up there. You'll see me grab my computer and we'll head back inside. All right, closed claw. Open the door left. Repulse the monkey. Brush knee push. Embrace the moon. Part the wild horse's mane. Embrace and part. So moving to wave hands like clouds. Let's take the hands out and we simply rock back and turn. And if your feet aren't in line with each other like mine were not, it gets a little weird on the knees. So see if you can keep like a heel to heel, heel to arch. So we came from Tai Chi lunge. We shift back and then like this. And that's it. You're going to go this way, this way, this way, and this way. So it will eventually be 2 times on each side. That transition is still a little weird for me. It's a simple transition, but I tend to get hung up. So we've come from a Tai Chi lunge on your right. I'm going to shift back, pivot, and then it's just shifting side to side to side to side. Now the hands in this, from the lunge, we just finished brush, knee, push. So we brushed the knee and we pushed. I'm going to shift back. No, parting the wild horse's mane. That's what we just finished. So parting the wild horse's mane. I knew it didn't make sense. Now bring this hand way back here. And this hand will drop as this one scoops. And then it's just a matter of hands going in front of you like clouds. And you make the change with the hands as you're twisting. And just stand facing forward. And even that's a little weird for me. It's a really simple move. So leave your right hand out of it. Left hand will be here. You're going to scoop, bring it in front of you, turn the palm down, scoop, bring it in front of you, palm down. And the same thing's going to happen with the right. Scoop, palm faces you, then float the hand down, scoop, palm faces you, float the hand down. Let's see if I can do both together. So this hand's down, I'm going to scoop. And this hand's going to scoop, float down. I'll bet you're getting it easier than I am. I think I finally got it. Then when I put it together with my feet. All right, let's put it together after I check the radar again. Come on. Oh, I don't know. We may have enough time to get through this. Looks like everything's converging. All right, let's start from our parting the wild horse's mane. I'm going to shift back, pivot, scoop, 1, 2, 3, and 4, ending here. All right, let's do that from the beginning. I'm going to open the door from the left. Repulse the monkey. Brush, knee, push. Hands stay put. Now they move. Brush knee push. Embrace the move. Part the wild horse's mane. Embrace and part. Wave hands like puffy clouds or stormy clouds. And then we pause here. So the next move is rooster stands on one leg. I'm going to float my hands down, stepping in with my left leg, kind of getting my feet underneath my shoulders. Then I come into kind of a right T, keeping the weight on the left leg, and the knee just comes up and back down and up and back down. That's it for the legs. Now the hands come same side with the knee lift. And when you lift the knee, the elbow is right over the knee, and you look through kind of that notch between the thumb and the forefinger. Let's do that once on each side. Shift your weight to your left, bring your right knee up, left elbow over, right elbow over right knee. Watch me fall. Look through the crook of your thumb and down, second side. Let's do several of these. Let's do one more each side. All right, start at the beginning. Open a door to the left. Repulse the monkey. Brush knee push. Embrace the moon. Part the wild horse's mane. Embrace and part. Waving hands like puffy clouds. Twice on each side. Arms drop. Step this foot back under the shoulder. Keep the weight on the left. Bring the right knee up, right hand. Rooster stands on one leg and down. Second side, rooster stands on one leg and down. Good. Kick with heel. So we got this far last week, but if you were with me, you couldn't hear anything I said. I don't think. I'm not sure that I got to it on the inside. So hopefully I have had the microphone on. It looks like it is. That would be awful if I didn't. All right. So we just stopped with rooster stands on one leg. And we're going to shift weight to the left. And I'll show you the legs first. So I'll bring my hands to my hips. Keeping my weight on my left leg, I'm going to lift my right knee and kind of open out a little bit and kick. And then fold at the knee and put it down. It's a little harder when your arms are on your hips. Shift weight to the right, lift the knee, open it a little, and kick and bring it down. Now you can opt to lift and come out on the heel, but then you have to lift to come back. Lift, come out on the heel, lift to come back. Or you can just hover instead of trying to lift the leg up and down hover and down. So the hands with this, the hand just dropped from rooster stands on one leg. We're going to kick the right leg out first. So that hand's going to go on the bottom. I'm going to cross my wrists as I shift my weight to the left, lifting my right leg. Hands open. I'm looking at the right leg and the right hand. Bend the knee, come down. I'm going to cross the wrist in front of me again. This time, my left wrist is behind. So the knee that's going to lift, that hand is underneath. Now, so the arm position, it's not straight out. It's not, the arms aren't symmetrical really. So I'm going to open the knee out a little bit, and then that same side hand goes with the leg, but this arm kind of goes out at an angle. Let's try that again. We've just ended from rooster stands on one leg. Shift weight to the left, right arm behind, right knee up, bend through the knee, step down, second side, left arm behind, left knee up, kick. Let's keep going. Let's do one more each side. Let's add one more thing. As before you lift the knee up, you're crossing the wrists, and it's a quick T-step. So you draw your foot up there, and then from there you lift and kick out. Bend the knee, drop. Quick T-step, out and down. Keep going. Quick T, out. Keep the arms out. Bend the knee. As you step down, the arms come down. Once more each side. Quick T. Quick T. Good. Check where you are again. There's clouds all around me. I think we have a few minutes. I'll see if we get away with it. Might not be the full hour. All right, let's start at the beginning. Closed. Wow. So remember, order. Open the door, repulse the monkey, brush knee push, parting the wild horse's mane, waving hands like puffy clouds, rooster stands on one leg, and then kick with heel. Closed door. Open the door to the left. Repulse the monkey. Brush knee push. Embrace the move. Part the wild horse's mane. Embrace. Part the wild horse's mane. Wave hands like puffy clouds. Turn to the right. Getting ready for rooster stands on one leg. Step left leg in. Right leg comes up and down. Left leg up and down. Kick with heel. Right. Kick with heel. Left. Let's start at the beginning. Closed raw. Open the door left. Repulse the monkey. Brush knee push. Brush knee push. Embrace the moon. Part the wild horse's mane. Embrace. And part. And wave hands like puffy clouds. And we finish facing the right. Face forward. Step left foot in. Right knee up, right hand. Rooster stands on one leg. Second side, rooster stands on one leg. Kick with heel. Second side, kick with heel. Yeah, how'd you do? I keep working my way up there, T. So let me hold it. I have a little cheat sheet here. I'm sure you see me looking down. I'm going to hold this up so you can see it. Maybe it's backwards to you. I don't know. But that's the order of things. We just have one, well, actually two more moves, but the last one is just close the door. So since the sky's looking weird, why don't we just work through to where we've been maybe two more times, and then we'll do a cool down. And I'll take everything in the house. Let's start with the feet together. I'm not going to say anything. Yay! Let's do it one more time. Good. We're almost done. Next week we will tackle grasping the bird's tail. Let's see, I may be able to show it to you. Without thinking about it, I wouldn't. I caught myself too quick there. So let's do a pull down. And I think we're going to make it. The wind has settled down. There's just this little area that may split and go around this, but I think we're going to manage. How about we do, we'll get through the 8 brocades. So Badwanjin. We're going to start with the feet a little wider than hip distance. We'll do Buddha holds up the earth, gathering from the earth, pushing that energy up to the heart, and reach. Exhale down. Inhale up. Two more. Last one. And exhale the arms down to the side. Let's gather and clear. Separating heaven and earth. Begin the same way. Fingers do not lace. We'll release left hand down to the earth, right hand up to the sky. Exhale down. And begin again. Switching hands this time. Right hand down. And left arm up. Here's some thunder. Wind's picking up now. Let's do one more of these. And gather. And clear. So one of the visuals with Tai Chi and Qigong is reestablishing the flow of energy through the body, through the meridians, but also clearing away the stale, stagnant energy. And a practice of showering with the visual of the water, washing away the stale, stagnant qi. The wind is another way to imagine that and feel that energy go. So the wind's kicking up out here, but it feels good to me because it's taking away all of that stale qi. Let's open the quad nice and wide, come into a horse riding stance. Let's shake the tail to extinguish heart fire, bringing left shoulder to right knee, dipping down and going the other way, coming up and reversing. Do one more round. We'll meet in the center. And staying in this stance, shooting the golden bow. Forearms are in front of you. We're going to shoot the bow to the right. And as you inhale, straighten the legs, reach up, swing the arms to the left. Shoot the bow to the left. Then keep going. Remembering that you can always swoop the hands down towards the earth. Or mix it up. Once more each side. And coming back to center, stepping the feet hip distance apart as you gather. And clear. Wise old owl looks back. You're the owl. These are your wings. As you inhale, lift the chest, reach back with the wings, look over the left shoulder. Exhale, go back to sleep. Inhale, open and look over the right. And exhale. Keep going. How about one more on each side? Last one. And gather. And clear. Stand with the feet underneath the hips. Take your hands to your low back and breathe into this place. Expanding all the way around the low belly. And as you exhale, soften the knees, slide the hands down the backs of the legs. Gather from the earth, draw that energy with your fingers up the inside of your legs. As your hands reach your torso, reach up. Gather from the sky, look forward, draw down. This one's called touching the earth and reaching for the heavens. Reach up to the sky and draw down. Gather and clear. Punch with angry eyes. Feet are a little wider than hip distance. Palms up, gentle fists. Draw them back towards your sides. Soft through the knees. We're going to exhale, releasing stagnant chi through the eyes and through the fist, and then soften, draw back. Second side, release on the breath through the eyes and through the fist. About one more time each side. Last one. And we'll gather and clear. It's time to shake the chi. Feet are a little wider maybe than hip distance. Bend the knees. Arms are passive. Fold up the hip creases like a rag doll. Keeping the knees bent, you're going to come up one vertebra at a time. Leaning back. Let the arms hang. Back bend. Back to a neutral spine. Up on the tiptoes and shake. Drop the cheese. Ron probably wonders what that noise was. Go forward. Roll up. Let's step the left foot next to the right, closing the door. We'll reach up together. Bring your hands together, the lagong points touch. Drawing the hands home to the heart, pulling that light down into your heart again. As always, we made it. No storm. May you have peaceful thoughts, peaceful words, a peaceful heart, a peaceful world. Namaste. Thank you. check the radar again and see how close it came. Oh, we're not out of the woods yet. It looks like I made it just in time.